inside of his little hovel at the back of his cage, so he does. He hobbles over, looking back at you.
Lemmy.
Let's get out of here then.
Afternoon, gentlemen. And they're just walking
Yeah, there's
over
soldiers
to
and people pointing, and a drunk Major Andre Chevalier comes out. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah. You taking him with us?
Are you coming?
What is, holy shit. What is that? He comes wandering over towards you.
That's bad. That's what that
it's
is.
less than pleasant is what that is.
What world are we going to?
Probably Vosgard.
Vosgard does trading with Barter Town, and Barter Town is a good place to jump ship to sing the right songs, eh? Okay, this place has lost its charm.
Welcome aboard.
Iker? Hood.
He doesn't need the hood.
It looks like that you were dragged through shit, he says.
Altagar.
Frigged up.
I defeated the local god thing.
He raises his... He's got his flask out. He just raises it to you and takes a swig. He wanders over to the rest of you.
Alright, I hope we can plane shift.
Okay, make a
Not-
concentration check.
What's the DC?
DC of 15 plus double spell level.
15 plus double spell level. What circle is plane shift? I think it's 7. I think that's a problem.
7.
So
No.
7 is 14, 29. Yeah.
Yeah, I made it.
Okay. Roll your percentile for what rod you're
Our
using,
Arthur site.
which is 100% or 99.
It's 100.
Okay.
It's 100.
And then we're gonna go to, then we'll just go to Barter. Do you wanna go to Barter Town now?
I don't want to fight with.
Alright, Vosgard
I have
it
had
is.
very long day.
Vosgard it is.
I think we all had a long day.
I don't want God popping up in my bed. I want sleep. I want stew. I want wine. This
Right,
is what
boss.
Uker want.
Vosgard Dvergholm. We're good.
Okay. You, the chaos doesn't seem to have fallen you to Arthur's. You use a planar rod to go to
guys.
Vosgard.
Yeah.
You appear in Dvergholm. Lokrik nods.
You're not using the mythic points for this, so we appear somewhere
No.
random in Home and have to teleport. But
Okay,
yeah.
that's right.
No. I use a mythic point for this.
Okay.
Why
Do
the
you
hell
have
wouldn't I? Yeah, I'm lost.
Okay, Lokrik appreciates being home. Keep an eye on him, is what he says. Says about Major Andre Chevalier.
Yep.
Let
Don't
me do a
worry.
quickly
We will be
go and
good
rest.
friends. Uker's going to go eat and drink and sleep.
Keep some people around on this guy.
Yeah, he
Just
follows
put him
you
in
around.
a cage. Put him in a cage.
No. No need.
Alright, Lemmy's gonna go rest for an hour. Midwick's gonna go do the same thing.
Wow.
Uker's empty. Uker's dry. Uker's tank is all the way at the bottom. There's nothing left in there. He's got
And I'm spent.
So you guys are spending the evening, basically, the rest of the day resting.
Is there any more people that are injured? I only gave 100 healing.
Do you have more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just assume everyone's healed then.
Yeah, I'll use the rest of my cleric
Line the
spells to-
28th. It's early in the morning of Vine the 28th when Lokrik nudges Azildan awake. He has brought Altagar with him. Who are the lawfuls in the party?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
We should see what that thing does.
Must admit, a bit of curiosity myself.
After what it is that we battled to get it. I've never seen such titanic things. Such power.
You know, I was killing it from the inside, right?
Very brave. Or stupid.
Oh no, it was brave. It was brave.
Bravely stupid.
I killed like 100 of those things inside it.
A king's prerogative, says Loker. As he holds out his hand.
Okay, Zildin, does he instinctively know how to put this thing together? Or?
You know sigils.
Okay.
So, yes, Zildin knows that there's a ceremony. You have to draw the sign
Okay, he begins
that connects the pieces. Lokrik wants to cast legend lore, but if you want to just connect it, that's fine too.
Zildin doesn't want to wait. He wants to.
Very lawful of you.
Well, it's gonna happen anyway.
Left chaotic.
Yep. Okay, Azildin, these sigils you've tried to draw for your entire life. And for the first time, where are you doing this? In Vergholm?
In Vergholm, yeah.
Yeah, but where in Vergholm?
Oh,
Bathroom.
no.
Tour.
Just some eating area wherever they were gonna eat.
Okay, so it's sort of in a private eating area.
Yeah.
You're actually carving the sigil. You
Right
realize
near the table.
the sigil you were trying to draw a long time ago were all of them together, and that's why you got them wrong. Azildin, you know that after looking at the two pieces, you know that the second sigil is what connects it.
Okay.
The second one. That's odd. So the 4-inch area has a broken piece at one end, kind of like a geometric pattern, and then a blunt end, like it's the top of whatever this is. The second piece is thinner at one end and thicker at the other, and it both has the geometric patterns. And you know what you have to draw or carve that sigil, and then you can connect the two.
Okay. Well, then that's what he does.
It takes about an hour to do, but finally the carving is done. You've got the two pieces. You know that you must connect them while both pieces are in the circle, like the broken ends. Mm-hmm. You know that something bad happens if you don't do this. If you didn't actually know the sigil.
Okay.
You don't think that you can just jam the two things together. Now you have a decision. Are you going to connect them in a straight line? Or are you going to
he's curving
connect them in that kind of slight curve, like it's your little secret that you know how to break
the slight curve.
With a slight curve, okay?
Damn it, Azzy!
The sigil blazes up. As you connect the two pieces, they fuse, although there's this slight line that you can still see where they're connected. It seems very strong when you connect them. You're still unsure as to the powers of the thing, but you know that...
Now he will allow...
Okay.
A legend lore.
Lokert reaches out and touches it. About half an hour later, he opens his eyes. He takes his hand away from the item. Well, the first one was called Ruat. The second one's command word is Selim.
Selim.
He then begins to tell you that Selim itself has a power, but because you've been able to stick two together, they have a resonating power.
Okay, where the... Oh.
Selim has the power of once per day to cast a heightened slow spell.
Nice.
The DC is 18 plus the highest mental ability score a mod that you have.
Oh. 27, 8.
And you never agree to random chance on choices, and you cannot abide disorder nearby or personal to your form. And the resonating power is Fly at Will, caster level 20.
Sweet.
And right now, the two pieces together are considered a +1 light mace. Like if you had to biff someone with it.
But the mace is not straight.
No.
Isn't that crooked and like unordered?
It's a strange stick, says Lokrik. I am not sure where the next piece is.
We're destined to find it, come across it. I just need to remain vigilant.
Uker almost looked sick while he was carrying it.
He should not have touched it. He bears the wrong soul for it.
Perhaps when he
My
gets a
ears
little
are
bit older.
burning.
Perhaps when he gets a little older, he'll be a little less reckless. He'll be more like King Altagar here.
That one can only hope.
I'm troubled. That rift, that thing opened almost the moment that Ugra came in contact with the body and took possession of it. It's like the thing on the other side of that rift wanted that. We cannot let this fall into the hands of chaos.
Agreed. I think we all understand what kind of damage it could do if it fell into the wrong hands.
Lokrik looks at the table. He slowly takes out his axe. Whatever secret that is. Looks at Azildan. Should remain your secret. And Lokrik will start turning the table into kindling.
Yep.
That's one way. One of MacGyver showing up with a piece of charcoal and a bit of vellum.
Yeah, he turns it into kindling, and in the nearby fireplace, you guys wait for an hour as you burn the
The evidence,
burn the
yeah.
table. Yep.
King, were you having one of your secret meetings again? All the furniture's brand new.
For some reason, they kill the tables.
The dwarves actually create IKEA just because.
They get stupid humans to make crappy furniture,
Ugh.
or gnomes. The Stemma Glen Keebler gnomes that are all in Arthur's Seat, cranking out shit furniture. Here's a legacy of
Fold it
people.
together.
Okay, everyone's awake and having breakfast, but you do notice that Azildan, Lokrik, and Altagar, they were up to something. They were up really early.
Lawfully early.
Does anybody have any interesting stories about maybe their dreams from the evening?
The stick, it's fused.
Do you need me to unfuse it?
No.
Yeah, maybe we don't want big hole in the sky.
But I think...
I don't know what that was about.
The
It's very
thing-
weird.
The thing on the other side of that hole wants the stick. And whatever it is, he glances to Donovan. It is not something that we want here on Volsgard.
Most definitely not. That was the Queen. You know the Queen. The Queen. That was her.
No, actually we don't know the Queen.
Queen is the chaos at the beginning of it all. Before the gods, before there was good evil.
The embodiment of primordial chaos.
Does the creature know where where this thing is right now?
That is a good
One would assume no, but
That is a good question. Perhaps we should not bring the stick to any world where we care about.
but I like this world.
But
Which world should we go
where are
to
we
then?
going to leave it? Well, we can be sure it's safe.
There is a gate that world just... Well, there's a gate in that world, right? Immensa now is lost.
I don't want to sound disturbing, but Yunagu.
Yeah, I'm actually feeling more optimistic about that now.
Yeah, you do arrow right. Big jerk.
Yeah, and you killed a monster the size of the mountain.
Good work. Sorry I wasn't much use. Those fucking things came after me
Don't
one
worry,
after the next.
Almagar. Next time you'll have a chance to fight a giant monster thing.
Isilden notices in the shadows somebody's face gets slightly lit up as he's smoking a pipe. Kind of like as he's breathing in, you notice this slight shadowy form kind of light up.
Cancer Man's here.
Nope, you notice that Vidar is here. You've never quite seen Vidar's face.
Vidar.
Vidar's the one that asked you to go and get the tooth from the beast. Vidar's the one that told you which world to go to.
Yep. Well, guess what? They turn to stone when they die, so tough shit. Yeah, but he'll go talk to him.
Okay. Zildan slinks off. Where's my tooth? Where's my spine?
Well, sorry, chum. Turns out your beastie turns to stone once you kill it. If you can kill it, call it dead, that is. Apparently, they come back after a while.
I watched for a while. Apparently you did turn it to stone. What better than an impregnable, unbreakable spine to build my spear with? Did you even try?
Unbreakable's unbreakable, my friend.
Really? Tell that to him. And he points to Uger.
Believe me, if it could have been broken and they called it unbreakable, he would have broke it.
Then why didn't you? We had a deal.
He actually pokes him right in the chest. Listen, you.
Okay? The thing's unmovable. Oh, that's like poking a statue with your finger. That hurt a little bit. The deity looks down. The son of
Your
Odin
days
Vidar.
are numbered. So I'll be a bit more polite to the next ones coming up.
No, my days are not numbered. My father might die, Thor may die, but the sons of Odin and Thor will live.
This time's different, friend.
I see. You would back down on a deal that you made with one.
Deal I made was, if I could get it, I would.
You didn't
Couldn't.
try. You realize that my power is vengeance. You see a smile crack in the shadow.
You realise I can hit a god. Or did you watch that far? And I'm not the only one. I'm not even the one you'd have to worry about.
Very well. You want to play Zildin? We can play. I'll give you a second chance. You have a month. Get me the spine or a tooth. Or something similar.
What's your name again? You're highly forgettable. Not one like Thor or Odin. Everyone knows them.
He grins, and there's a puff of smoke that kind of is really thick, and he sort of recedes into the smoke. A month.
He turns around. All right, chums, we've got another god to kill.
Yeah, Yonagu.
No, after him. He's practice.
Then we get Bo. Bo can hurt God.
Alright, so Vine, it's currently Vine 28th, 29th is when you
They're
rest.
like, they're going crazy. They're losing it.
Vidar's threats. And then Vine is... So Ivy, the 29th, is when Vidar will return. Vidar's ultimatum.
I wonder what happens if we give the Knoll demon guy the artifact. Wonder how, I mean, Uker's just a little crazy, but Knoll demon guy is like really chaotic.
Chaotic squared evil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Vidar gives his ultimatum.
Oh, I had good dreams. I was on mountain, and I was fighting, and Wolf was fighting with me, but was not crazy. There's a shadow on the side. It was coming. It's a good sign.
All right, so we'll go and deal with your Knoll King, Knoll Demon King. I feel horrible about Immensa.
The
Do we know the fate of it? I mean, does scrying work, Marty? Like, there's a bowl of water. He tries to scry. Does that work?
Who are you scrying on?
The chimp or the ape.
Okay, you see him huddling in the darkness of his little hovel. You can hear kind of like screams or somebody yelling.
During this time, could we have taken the emeralds or whatever and made them into a rod for Immensa?
No, that's at least 2 days of crafting.
All right, this is the next day. Sorry. Do we have anyone that can craft this? Lokrik?
Yeah,
Anyone in the kingdom that can craft this?
Lokrik's got knowledge planes, I think.
I've got knowledge planed, but I don't have any craft skills.
Lokrik can try. His knowledge planes is plus 13.
Lokrik can borrow my int item that has knowledge planes.
That would make his knowledge skill 25.
That would be much better.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Plus 4 for crafting an item, 29. Alright, so he spends 2 days crafting a rod? Is that what you were saying?
No. Well, maybe. Are we folding a couple of days?
I'm asking you guys.
That's
What are you doing?
like before that occurs. I'm like,
okay, he'll try to scry on. Lemmy will try to scry on the, what's his name? The guy with the T-Rex. I can't remember his name.
Oh.
Sir Lancelot.
Sir Lance Littletooth. That's it.
It's Littletooth.
The Grey.
His name is Lance Littletooth the Grey, Major.
Just for some reason, I want to give him like an atomic wedgie. There's something about how he acts that I just want to pull his armor over his head, kick him downhill.
What's the DC of your spell?
Sorry?
What's the DC of your spell?
Sec. This is my...
He rolls a nat 20.
He does not care.
7. The DC of this thing is 21.
Yeah, he makes it so it's
Rolls an
gray.
20.
28.
Just gray mist in your puddle.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Why don't you do his dinosaur?
The DC is
28.
20? Doesn't sound
28.
right. 20. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see him this time. You notice that he's on the move. He's traveling with his dinosaur.
Okay.
You notice every once in a while he's looking above his shoulder and above, like over. The sky is really gray and dark. There's clouds, weird
This is raining.
sideways rain. Like Tlaylock has somehow lost it and it's now raining.
This guy would be a good ally. You think?
Tlaylock died because of this sucking chest wound.
Chucking.
He was-
I know. You got
He was too exhausted to get away from the lift.
Okay, you can see little Tooth the Gray just traveling through, and you notice that he stops for a moment, and Kilroy the King roars at something, and a bunch of little dinosaurs go scampering off out of their path, and he continues traveling. You get the sense that he's traveling back towards the town.
Why are we look at him?
We caused this.
Because lots of things.
This means we have to be very frickin' careful with everything that we do.
This wouldn't have happened if their gods didn't show up and make things hard. Their fault. They did it.
That is a valid point. Had they not shown up, it would have been.
I had him right where I want him. Smash, smash, smash.
Yeah.
What do you mean that we want another god to slay?
The Yunugu is demon god, who is challenged me to a fight over Knowles.
No one else seemed to see Vidar, Azuldan.
Yep, and Azuldan's going to leave it like that. We'll see how we do against Yunugu first.
He is a demon lord of Stinky.
Of Stinky.
Donovan will give a...
This seems like an unlikely god to worship.
They are no. Knowledge. Planes or knowledge?
Planes?
Religion. Planes?
Planes.
We'll do a 47 for the knowledge planes.
Who the hell Yunugu is?
On a Yunugu, yep.
I know, yeah, good.
Uker already made his check, and he knows it's like a demon lord of disease, and he just summarized it as Stinky.
Right.
Yunugu, the demon prince of Knowles. It may have been that Yunugu was a mortal gnoll at one time. A bestial and savage demon. He has kinship with gnolls. At any event, the demon prince considers himself the patron of all gnolls, and most gnolls pay him homage. He stole the vassal of Orcus called the King of Ghouls, conquering that layer of the Abyss as well. And the King of Ghouls still pays fealty to Yunugu. I believe you found a holy symbol of that ghoulish deity, and may explain why ghouls came to attack you while you were in Bartertown.
It's a good question.
We're
47. What are you trying to learn?
We're trying to learn if we were fighting a Yunugu, what would we expect?
what are his weaknesses?
His
What are
his weaknesses and his offensive capabilities.
his immunities? He's immune to
should
A, B, C, D,
consider
E.
him being a demon. Demon
Yeah.
Prince might be epic. 47. What are his immunities and powers?
Yeah, like what weapon does he like to use?
The weapon he likes to use is his triple flail. The thing has specific powers. You know that he will have the same traits as a Tanari, because he is a demon.
Okay.
His triple-headed flail is made out of adamantine. And the more heads of the triple-headed flail that hit you, the more disorienting or even paralyzing it becomes.
It's bad.
He can summon ghouls and gnolls, as well as Tanari. Like, the best of summoners. Like, he would rival for those specific types of creatures. And, like, greater demons, you're probably not going to fool him with simple illusions and that sort of thing. He's not the most powerful of all the demon princes, but he is of a power that he can grant spells to followers.
So, should be on the order of one of those god things.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit weaker.
Yeah, he's a demon, so you probably think of anything that a greater demon can do.
They teleport around and probably has a whole slew of spells.
Yep.
That sort of thing.
Huh. So, dimensional anchor. None of your crap.
If he has the King of Ghouls with him, you might have to face, like...
A bunch of ghouls.
Yep.
Alright, summoned animals, got it.
Yeah, he always has a troop of gnolls with him as an honor guard. Probably nothing, you know...
Immunities?
You'll just have to choose.
Fire? Force?
It would be lightning and poison.
Not fire. Alright then.
Those are the typical ones.
Yep. And then you know he has the Bow of Gesen.
Yeah, and he's got the bow. Yeah, bow of Gesen, which is why we're. Well, we might still be. Uker might still be asking to go there if he didn't have the bow of Gesen, just because his god said, "Hey, you join me or die." Like.
You better respect your betters, your superiors.
So, you also, with your 47, you weren't asking directly about it, but you do know that demon princes can project themselves sometimes and have really weak forms that appear into the prime. But
like
if he's
avatars.
actually in the prime, then you might be facing the full wrath. Given that you guys did rest, do you want me to figure out some XP?
Yes,
is it
please.
XP or a mythic point? Mythic trial.
It's probably both. Yeah. It's at least one or the other.
'Cause if it's a mythic trial, then Midwick would get fourth.
Yeah, so let's do the mythic trials first, given that there's good point, Foxfire. Very good point.
Yes.
Let's go to the mythic trial page.
Just absolute destruction.
Yeah, defeating Mogaru is worth a mythic trial. So
I'm just gonna.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna throw it there that Uker did a good share of that work. He put in a lot of work on that Mogaru.
now it's not killing him;
Yeah,
you just
dude.
defeated him, right?
Yeah. Which is better. I don't have to feel bad.
I
about
didn't. Yeah, I prefer not killing.
So Altagar has 3 out of 5 trials required. Lokrik has 3 out of 5. Uker has his first trial of his towards his 6.
Midwick finally hits fourth.
Way
behind.
Lemmy has his first.
Yep.
Azildan gets his 5th.
Oh, nice, excellent.
That's good. Fifth is good level.
Marty, did
Donovan gets
Lemmy
his
get?
second trial towards his 5th. And Midwick gets his his fourth trial towards his fourth, which means he's at fourth.
Marty, quick question: does the Lemmy getting his people to Arthur-Sate, does that count as anything?
You should just mark it down. Mass. It might be contributing toward a mythic trial. Alone, it's not a mythic trial.
Lemmy starts his own Uber service. Just
Planner Uber service. It was impressive, but yeah, if you do that a bunch more times, you might start to become the...
It was only feasible because the plane he was going to was very small.
Yep. Okay, so let Mark know that he is now Isildan's now mythic rank 5, which is really appropriate for finding, the another piece.
Yeah. Finally, mythic rank 4. I'm mythic rank 4. Oh boy, I'm behind.
Well, yeah, Midwick came last, right? So.
Yeah.
And now XP.
Expas.
Level.
We could actually research kaiju and make it easier. I don't know. I think we're done with kaiju. I don't know. We killed one, sort of.
It's like they fucked up that world and went, nah, we're not going back. We got what we needed.
Well, Lemmy doesn't feel good about that. He's asking Donovan to see how he can.
You shouldn't.
So
there's nature there.
Now that we've rested, we could go back and do stuff there, but we would need to know why.
What it is.
Like,
Lemmy wants to know if Donovan can do his thing, and if there's a way. If there isn't a way, fine. But if there is a way, he'd like to see if it's doable. Is it within our grasp?
Just as a if you want me to vocalize what Donovan saw. Here's a world. It's currently dying. It's under a massive external threat. We had to do a thing on the world. The world fought us. It still wasn't very strong. And it has another threat. If we stop one of the threats to the world, that doesn't save the world is still under threat, and the world is still dying. Like, it's... I mean, Uka went there and he went, there's dinosaurs everywhere, this is awesome! So, yeah.
Too many windows.
202 hit points. Midwick's new hit points.
Why?
Vitals.
Why are you rolling
Mythic
hit
tier.
points? Oh, mythic tier. I was gonna say. I'm like,
you just add hit points. Yeah. For tier. Tier. Now, Uker would be all gung ho to go try to break off a piece of the kaiju, because.
Okay, so 64, the Battle of Mount Mogg.
Because I don't think it's actually unbreakable.
Yeah. Agreed. Initiative. Ooh, Midwick's initiative goes up.
Alright, what did you guys defeat at the Battle of Mount Mogg?
The whole planet.
So
Immensa.
we'll take out what's his name.
I'm gonna give you XP for
Kaiju.
the. I'm gonna give you XP for the Yarthun. You didn't defeat him. You kind of ran away. So I'm gonna reduce that a little bit.
The Moonworm?
Yeah, the Moonworm. Moonworm almost killed you guys.
It was such a jerk, but.
Yep.
We defeated 2 Saurians.
Yeah,
and
they're
Uker
six
pick up
CR 16 apiece.
So Uker didn't pick up any bits of Saurian, so Uker wants to go back to Immensa to get bits of Saurian. So Uker's going, you're gonna go, but I need bits of Big Snake Man. So,
okay. Then we had the CR 15
Tu Sway Hu Titulu.
Yeah, so the CR 15
constructs.
She was a 15th level caster in Mythics, so I'll give her that. And then
2 big floaty heads.
2 big floaty heads were essentially iron golems. Flying fiery iron golems.
6 Nagas.
6 of the
Greater Naga.
Shitty Nagas, yeah. Well, relative to the big one.
Hey, wasn't the Naga also mythic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
You don't get a trial from every mythic creature you fight.
No. It's just worth XP, but it was. Yes, it was mythic. It bumped its CR by like 1.
Okay, so
then we got god interactions
the volcano issue.
and the volcano.
Okay, so how
Like
about
terrain.
2 CR14s for the god showing up? Because one of them helped you, and 3 of them summoned creatures which actually had XP. So we'll go 2 CR14s, and the volcano's like a CR10 didn't actually blow up, but the shifting.
There was DC 15 reflex saves or something really terrible happens.
Oh yeah, you fall
so
into the crack. Yeah, so it's like a CR10.
It's like a trap.
Yep.
Um.
Oh wow, that's a big number. Retrieving the artifact.
Yeah, the artifact and the hole in the sky and stuff. I
Did
know
that
that was a little more story based.
queen?
And then
Did that queen have any
then-
other items?
And then 2 7th level spells to get out of there, plus a 5th level spell with a chance of it becoming wild magic. Okay.
Did
she had some gems and stuff. She might have had a.
Oh, she didn't have an item.
casting
Or
item.
anything? Yeah, eh?
Okay, add, what did I say, 1,000?
Azzy got another tier, eh?
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you're in fifth.
defeating Mogaru and the general fight at the Mount Mogg.
mountain.
It was defeating
the trial.
Mogaru and then God's dicking around with us.
Yep. So your new XP total is 1,245,000. You need 1,432,000. So that puts you close, but it's not level.
Okay. Uker does have a reason to go back to Immensa. There's a general reason about the whole thing in the sky. And if Azzy let Uker know that he needed a piece of a Mogaru, Uker will go break a piece of a Mogaru. I don't believe this whole unbreakable stone thing.
Okay, well, let's do this in character. So you guys are currently resting. It is the 28th, the same day that Vidar gave Azildan basically a ultimatum. Because I know Mark responds really well to ultimatums.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a deal, though? Is Azildan going back on his word? Or is
Said he'd
Azildan
try.
being... Yeah. Okay.
Does that mean he has to try hard? I don't know.
I believe his exact words were, "I'll see what I can do."
Surge 1d8.
Alright, so
Uker
Vidar's
wants-
threats, the party rests.
Uker wants Saurian bits.
Lemmy's gonna go and check on the tree that's growing outside.
The weird warp tree? Okay. So you
Yeah,
gotta
what the
check
hell's going
it.
on with it?
It's still growing or not growing because it's winter.
Well, there's a what's it
Your
called?
control weather around the place. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And plant growth on it.
Donovan is going to try to look up how to fix planar bobos. Let's say we had a big, giant hole in the sky that went to the wrong plane. How do you undo big, giant hole in the sky that does the wrong plane? Goes to the wrong place.
okay.
I'll go to the King's Library and research that.
Sure. Give me a knowledge arcana or a spellcraft. Or a knowledge
Okay.
planes, whichever you want.
Hey, you know what place might have that kind of knowledge? Mythloros.
It would. I'll do a roll for here. 38.
You learn of some spells that might be able to help you out with this. Dimensional Anchor and then Dimensional Lock might be ways of sealing rifts. Dimensional Lock, however, might not be big enough. And that's the conclusion you get in about a day of researching.
Okay. 20-foot radius emanation. We also have to power level because I can't cast that yet.
Killing boars.
Killing gods.
You injured one of them. It downed Lemmy in one round. A couple
Lemmy.
rounds. Yeah. Still.
Lemmy.
That
Still
was
crappy character.
Maybe
he's
one of
big
them.
bad.
Maybe one of them. If you guys all focus your forward firepower on one of them.
Yes.
The whole Pantheon while the two kaiju were running around was just complete insanity.
That was terrible. That was.
They weren't getting along though. That was my DM justification for having that happen.
So,
Yeah,
Lemmy,
we would have. Yeah. Yeah, Iker.
big lizard man.
Yeah.
I need to go to see big lizard man.
Marty, could I summon those?
Are they on
They're
the
not
summon
on my list.
No.
They're not on my list, but
No,
Why
they're
not?
too powerful to be summoned.
because I can summon. Eventually, I can summon like ice giants,
They're more
and
powerful
cloud
than frost
giants, and
giants.
these
storm
things are-
giants.
Yep.
They're more powerful than those. You cast a heal spell if you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
so I need to talk to those, and maybe now that I had a good nap and 3 or 4 dinners, it might be time for,
Do you want Loker to craft that rod to Immensa?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Thank
so
you
that is 2 days going by, right?
Yep.
That's fine.
That brings us to Ivy the First.
Do we have any other ticking time bombs that we might be forgetting?
Probably.
There's this guy that's still here from what's it called? We can just
Yeah, he's
I can drop him
he's
off at
hanging out.
Bartertown. Could just fire him off at Bartertown. There's no reason for him to be here, unless. Oh, Donovan, get the songs for my worlds from him.
Okay, Loker rolls a 38 for Immensa. You have a 99% rod.
Nice.
He hands it to Lemmy because Lemmy does most of the casting.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Donovan is actually trying to research how to close big hole in the sky.
Yeah, so your 2 days kind of.
Yeah.
The dwarves don't have much on that material. You found out spells because I think Dimensional Lock is also a cleric spell, and that's how they've sealed little minor portals and things before.
Perhaps Mythloros is a good idea, actually. I wonder if it survived. It must have. Also, how do we get to Anam?
What?
How do we get to Anam? There is dwarfs there I need to talk to.
You mean the Forge of Anom?
Yes.
Do you
I need
remember
to
when
talk
we
to
did- do you remember-
Erti and Bucker.
Do you remember when you did the spying on where the stone giants lived? I think through there, says Lokirk.
Why don't we go there?
I think at the
Thought
time
you
we were
wanted to
trying
fight
to.
the Knoll guy.
I do want to fight no guy. And I want to go there.
And you want to go back to Immensa.
And I want to go back to Immensa.
Look, he takes off his crown, shaking his head, rubbing his temples.
And I want...
Although
very
this is
different.
fun, I'd also like to save my people. Bring them here, get them to start making stuff. Look, I think you'd appreciate that as well.
The people of the Enclave, the gnomes are welcome here.
Well, I need a way to get there, kid, don't I? Maybe Lemmy can pick him up. How many gnomes were there? Like 200 maybe?
Enclave? Like 1,000 gnomes?
Oh.
Dirk, Dirk.
Lemmy can do the same thing he did. It's a little bit less than his people. But I need to get there. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Interesting.
And that guy in the cell knows the song to get to my place.
You convinced me, Lemmy. Not Lemmy. Midwick. Donovan will go encourage our friendly bard to give us the song to Empirica.
Okay, so he's in the Undercity of Dvergholm. He's talking to Trafalgar at this time. Ah, so you dwarves came from Crucible. How very interesting, he's saying. Yeah. And he sees you coming, he waves and cleans off a spot.
Hello.
He's been doing some info gathering of his own, apparently.
Yep.
Yes, this is why he should have been in a cell.
Greetings. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Donovan, it is a very ruddy and dark place here, but I guess dwarves are naturally inclined. They see in the dark. What need is there for all of this fire and light?
They still appreciate warm food and general heat.
There was this one world that we went to, the Imperium, and we saw that dwarves were keeping humans as slaves because they kept them in dark places and had a constant advantage. Let's just say we cracked that mountain open with all sorts of explosive devices and taught those dwarves that humans are at the top of the pyramid, yeah? Well, they had probably elf slaves too. Elves don't see too well in the dark. Not those kind of elves, anyways.
Which world?
Which world was that?
Oh, old stories, he says.
Search motive.
Which well, sense motive.
Isn't he still under Donovan's command control?
No, Donovan didn't keep him as a puppet. Which world? Sense motive.
He's just spinning tales.
Yeah, he's
There might have been
bullshitting.
some story. It's long ago.
Because if there's a whole bunch of elves, we could go there and take or a bunch of dwarves. We could take all the women, and then we could repopulate the dwarves. Here.
Now there are many dwarves and elves and gnomes that serve the Empire, as it should be. It is our time in the light, and it looks like there are many great things that we have to battle. We have to save the multiverse from. It is the way of things now.
We need to get to Empirica.
Empirica. I do not have the papier to go to Empirica.
He didn't have the papier to go to Immensa either.
No, but Immensa is not a place that people try to sneak into. Even the people that are trying to hide sometimes go to Immensa and get eaten by the big monsters. Empirica, that is a tough nut to crack without the papier. I do not want to spend time in some interrogation cell.
You don't need to go. We just need the song.
The song won't do you much very good. I do not want to be stuck here in the Dvergholm for much longer, but
Then there's no reason not to give it to us.
there is plenty of reason. If you do not go at the right time in the right place for the right markers, right signals, then you are like a goblin on the end of giant club. Squish. I do not have the cipher. I do not have the right timing. I do not in an imperial controlled world. I do not know.
What about Egria?
Agria? Yes, Agria would be much easier.
Tell us how to get to Egria.
You want to deal? Agria
Yes.
is still very important. You still need papier, but you're not going to the same world where maybe the Undying Emperor lives. lives, I suppose.
Interesting. Yes. Tell us about Agria.
Big farm world.
No. How to get there?
Oh yes, you need to go to the gate and sing the song to Agria.
Of course.
You know this.
And what is the song?
Ah, you wish to learn the song. I can sing the song for you when we get to a nearby gate. Where is the gate in here? Is it in Vossen Saga? Yes. Don't see many blonde-haired, blue-eyed barbarians walking around here.
Yes, it is in Vossen Saga.
Hmm. And Dwergholm is north of Vossen Saga?
Quite far.
Ah.
It'd be a long swim.
I would very much like to see this Eye King. You see, in the Imperium, we do not have kings anymore. Sorry. The king would have to go.
He's somewhat indisposed. What with the madness? Agria.
Yes. Agria.
What's the song?
It is a song that I know very well.
And the notes are?
Oh, negotiation. I teach you the song and you give me something. Something in
What
return.
would you like?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe...
Teach him a song or I'll tear your arms off.
Well, that is not going to do, he says. He gets up from the table. as Altair comes barging in. Simply not going to do. He's really frightened of you.
What would you like?
Not that to happen. And 500,000 gold pieces and a nice place to live.
I'll start with a finger. He grabs his arm.
No, you're not going to get any.
Altka.
Manhandling the guard.
You understand that resources are very tight in times of war.
Yeah, so I'm only using one of his fingers to make him talk.
You roll initiative.
If you want, I can tear off two more. You can stuff them in your ears so you don't hear him scream.
He rolls a 14 plus 4. He gets an 18 for his initiative. You're grappling him right now, but
Okay.
Donovan rolls a natural 1. What is this violence?
Plus 8.
500.
I got a 12.
okay. He attempts to cast a spell while grappling. Oh my god, this concentration check is like
He's not mythic.
Is he mythic?
no.
I punch him.
All right.
Smash his head into the table. Bang.
I don't use power attacks.
My nose, not the face.
It was like an open-handed smack in the back of the head.
Yeah, Donovan, he was trying to dimension door away.
19 non-lethal.
Yeah, he was trying to get away. Not that he would have been able to get away far, but just get away from getting his fingers.
Broken.
Yep.
What does Altsgard do on his turn? Donovan's like...
Altagar flips him upside down and holds him by the leg till they're face to face.
Okay.
You listen to me. If this guy here don't know all the songs he wants to know, by the end of the day, we're going to be shipping you home in boxes. Little, tiny boxes. You get me?
Give me an intimidate check.
Plus, is it 30? Hang on a sec. Altagar's kind of a scary dude.
It's Intimidate happens to be one of those skills that Donovan's really good at that he's never rolled. He's plus 42 Intimidate. He just has
Why
never
am I
rolled
always
it.
on the
He
wrong
does-
character
He
sheet?
doesn't like to...
Isn't like to scare people.